Ruben Diaz has been announced as the EPL PFA Player of the Year, and I don't see anybody being a better option than Diaz. The other players, there were other players in the running such as Phil Foden, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Kane. Harry Kane had a good argument, but Diaz was the best player on the best team, so he had to win the Player of the Year award. He had a magnificent season. Gareth Southgate is being made the butt of all jokes for picking four right backs in his England squad, but I understand the sentiment that why he's picked the four players. Kieran Trippier has been brilliant throughout the season, as has been uh, Kyle Walker, and we can say the same for Reece James, who's done wonderfully well, and he's mostly played in the right wing back position, not even in the right back position. And all four players that he's picked are versatile. So, like Kyle Walker can play as a centre back, as a right centre back. Reece James can play as a right wing back, as a right midfielder. Trent Alexander-Arnold, it is expected he will play as a right midfielder, or might even slot in as a central midfielder or as a central defensive midfielder. So Kai Havertz has come out and said that there are two players in the Chelsea lineup that he has picked out for particular praise. The first one is N'Golo Kante and the second one is Antonio Rudiger. Now it's easy to see why he's picked out these two players. N'Golo Kante has been in the form of his life. He's rediscovered the form that he had during the 2015 season with Leicester and during the 2016 season with Chelsea, when the both teams won the Premier League. He's been fast, he's been agile, he's been getting his leg in, winning all those tackles, getting the ball back, and I would say it's a delight to play with him, because even when you make a mistake, you know he's back there and he's going to win you the ball. You saw it in the Real Madrid match where he kept on getting those interceptions, played as if he was playing for two players, and he single-handedly dominated the Real Madrid midfield at times. Antonio Rudiger, since Thomas Tuchel has come back, he's been very dominant, and he's really shown that what he's capable of, and he's become a class apart in the second half of the season, especially under Thomas Tuchel. Lionel Messi's new Barcelona contract will include a clause for future move to Inter Miami. Now it has long been discussed that Messi might get a contract at Barcelona or at Manchester City. Were also discussing of giving him a contract for something like 10 years, wherein he would have 5 years at the present club and 5 years at something like Inter Miami, or 3 years at Inter Miami, 2 years afterwards and 2 years afterwards. So it's no secret here. Casemiro, Brazil might be boycotting the Copa America, and Casemiro has voiced opinion. Due to the coronavirus outbreak, the Copa America was shifted from Argentina to Brazil. There was a sudden spike in the cases in Argentina, so the tournament had to be shifted from Argentina. But it was expected that the tournament will be postponed altogether, because Brazil, as we all know, are suffering from the pandemic themselves, and there have been so many deaths in Brazil. So it doesn't make any sense to shift the tournament to a place like Brazil. But as we have seen, football has been going on, there have not been so many casualties. But now Casemiro is coming out and voicing his support in favor of boycotting the tournament. Teams like Argentina and Uruguay have already said that they support the idea, and Brazil are now supporting the idea. The players, the coaching staff have all come out and said that they might just boycott this tournament. Just a reminder that England play Romania tomorrow at 9:30 India time, and Belgium will take on Croatia on Monday. India will play Bangladesh on Monday, and Germany will play Latvia on Tuesday. These are all India times. So these are all friendly matches except for the Bangladesh-India game, which is a World Cup qualifier. Carlo Ancelotti is grateful to return to Real Madrid. He says it's like a homecoming. Ancelotti had a very successful time during his first spell, and it looks like he will have a successful time in the second period as well. He's considered Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard. He's considering Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard as two of his more important players, and it remains to be seen if he can get the best out of two players. It's also been reported that Gareth Bale might retire after the Euros, and a decision will be made by the player but rumors are there that Gareth Bale will retire after the Euros, and for such a good player, this might be a very early end. He's looking to focus on a career on golf full time, so that's interesting to see. But Eden Hazard needs to come good this season, otherwise time will be running out for the Belgian. Benzema has said that Mbappe coming to Real Madrid would be ideal. Karim Benzema is probably trying to bring Mbappe to Real Madrid while at the French camp. So that's good news for Real Madrid to have a player of Benzema's class trying to bring a player like Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe has always said that he wants to play for Real Madrid. So this might be the perfect time for him to come because there's a new coach and there is a vacancy at Madrid and they need a player of Mbappe style. So the rumor goes that Aymeric Laporte is reportedly wanted by Real Madrid and Barcelona after Manchester City have put him on the chopping block. Manchester City are looking for a mass exodus, a mass overhaul of their squad. Even though they just won the Premier League, Pep Guardiola wants new players and to bring in new players like Harry Kane, Jack Grealish. He has to sell off the old ones. Now Laporte was a very important player in the last couple of seasons, but in the past. But last season, with the emergence of Ruben Dias, like the signing of Ruben Dias and the return to form of John Stones, Laporte has spent most of the time on the bench. So Laporte is now being eyed by Madrid and Barca. Madrid themselves might be losing both Rafael Varane and Sergio Ramos. It is rumored that both players might go to Manchester United at this point of time. United are offering Rafael Varane a very good deal, almost double the wages that he's getting at Real Madrid. Plus, the player wants a new challenge after having won everything at Real Madrid. Ramos is also not getting the contract that he wants. So, if both these players go, maybe Laporte can be an option for Real Madrid. Conte to Tottenham seems to be off they are as they are having a difference of opinions. PSG seemed ready to hijack Barcelona's attempt to move for Georgino Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum is available on a free transfer. He's a very good player. He's available for free. It was been rumored that Barcelona are the front runners and they will be getting Wijnaldum. But now PSG are looking to hijack the move. Wijnaldum is a good goal scoring midfielder who used to play much further up for Newcastle before his shift to central midfield against Liverpool, but he scored many important goals, none more so than the brace against Barcelona in the Champions League semi-finals. Barcelona are also looking to sign Jose Gaya from Valencia. The left back has really impressed everybody. He's one of the best left backs in the country, if not in the world. He can defend, he can attack, he's good moving forward, he's good at tackling and defending. So that'll be a good move. He'll be an ideal replacement for somebody like a Jordi Alba. Juventus are moving in for Fiorentina defender Nikola Milenkovic, who is wanted by a lot of teams such as Tottenham, Manchester United and West Ham. Even AC Milan could go for the player if the deal for Fikayo Tomori does not go off.